look at the entire situation. Not that I promote it, but sometimes them men be like smooth talkers. I'd be like, I almost had the second. Boy, sit down. You almost had me.
That's exactly like what I'm talking about, right? Like those are the social skills that you need to manage a relationship with multiple women, right? If you don't have that soft touch, if you don't have that way with words, your ability to prevent situations or de-escalate situations that do occur are really slim to none. Let me put it this way. H, you ever seen a dude try to diffuse a situation between two women and wind up making it worse?
Yeah.
But then another dude can come in and all of a sudden these women start to like, all right, okay, I will calm down. I will shut my mouth. There's there's a sway in the words, right? There's a swagger behind like their verbal gymnastics that appeals to women. I think that really is a skill set that some men do lack that gets in the way of being able to have the type of relationship that we're talking about. I understand that like pookies can be very detrimental to the community as is, right? I understand that like financially they may not be able to take care of a woman the way some women want to be taken care of. I acknowledge all of that. I'm also not even saying that every pookie will be able to have a successful polygamous relationship. What I'm saying is that the skill set is there that if they did want to, they could find the right women to make it work. Not all of them will do it, right? But that would, even if a few of them do it, there are less pookies terrorizing the community. And there are that many more women who are married. That is all I'm saying. Again, it's not a blanket statement. I'm just saying we've now brought the problem from here to maybe here. It might not be all the way down here, but it's less than what it was.
I think your better argument is the incel argument, because I do think that that's where the issue is going to be, because you have the men who are like the highly sought guys, maybe the guy who has his stuff together. Then you have the Pookies and Ray Rays who may not have the education, but they have the mouthpiece, like they know how to talk, they got a little swag, and they have the bodies. So the people in between, I think that that's going to be the gray area. That's going to be the part that's going to be like, he may not be able to get. But then we had came up with the doll, the robot. Not that that would be satisfying, but it's definitely an option because I'm pretty sure they use it already. Or video games, whatever, I don't know, but that's gonna be, those are the people who are the real argument. I don't think it's gonna be the Pookies and the Ray Rays. I think it's gonna be those people who are just not social. They're not attractive. They are socially just not up to par, and maybe their finances. Maybe they live in the basement of their mom's house. Who knows? Whatever the criteria of an incel is. Okay, so that would be the argument. What about those men?
Listen,
Actually, real quick, Shane.
You turned
he
your
said
microphone on.
he said check the back chat.
The back chat.
Yeah, but listen, I agree it would make some things better. I agree, Enos, 100%. It makes some
You can
things better.
drop it, just copy and paste it.
But in spite of that fact, I would also say this is the reason why I say you were reaching, only because of the simple fact of the matter is the fundamental being of quote unquote this prototypical Pookie and Ray Ray. They're not designed to do that long term. They're designed to get what they need and continue to play the game, and it's not conducive for the long term. That's the reason why I say it was reaching.
That's exactly why I'm advocating for that very reason. Because this is how it is designed, and it could be a different way. I'm about to drop this link podcast.
But I agree. Somebody said, because I agree with this point too. Sometimes incels come with money. And because I find that a lot of my friends who are wealthy, who maybe not be attractive, they are having issues finding women as well, even though they have really good jobs. I mean, above average, but maybe they're not attractive. they too are having issues finding women.
Well, many people have learned, and this is one of the biggest things that Fresh and Fit used to talk about a lot. That if you don't have all three, you don't have the body, you don't know how to talk, you ain't got no game, and you ain't got no bread, you ain't got no business talking to no girls. Because of the simple fact of the matter is like there's a lot of brothers that got a lot of bread, but they're getting ran by women left and right. They're getting taken advantage of. They're getting
They
run through
are.
the bank. They're paying for entire houses for these women, cars, everything. They got all this bread spending on not getting nothing but a picture from this woman. And some of the women be like, "Nah, I'll just talk to you, but you ain't getting nothing else from me." Like they're literally just getting run through the ringer, and they got all the bread, so they can run
But
companies.
that's because they're not dating appropriately. It's just like women. When we talk about women wanting, certain men are the same way. There's a woman who wants him. He just doesn't want her. He's coming across the same issue that he looks at her the same way women are looking at him. And people are missing each other. Nobody wants to date, and that's okay because you don't want to. What I don't advocate for is being in a relationship with somebody you don't want to be in a relationship with. Do not do that. Especially if a woman doesn't want to be with you, she's gonna let you know every day she don't want to be with you. Okay, don't ever do that. But what I'm saying to you is they are just trying to bank outside of, I don't want to say league because they do have, money. I think so much we focus so much on money, and unfortunately, money is just not all in. It's only all in if it's a gold digger. Most women want a connection or want something else besides just the money. You really do want to love the man. I would hope, not love the money, because if the money leaves, then the man got to go too. I hate when people put out there, "Oh, get your money up, get your bread up," like that's the only thing. No, it's not the only thing. It's the only thing when you're talking about gold diggers. It's not the only thing when you talk about a woman who is going to love you for the rest of your life through thick and thin. That's not going to be the only thing that she looks at.
Yeah, I don't agree as far as like the reason why this guy got all this bread but no girl. The reason why women don't want him is because when he speaks, she does not want to listen. Like if he can't even get through the first interaction with this woman, whether talking to her verbally or like he don't understand the situation, like when he's trying to talk to her, like you're literally turning off women before he even spent 5 seconds with her.